What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are on our way to the post office because I got a package.
This year is known as my time. 14 to 15, you're mine. This is my life as I live with my cat and me. What you got to give? So sit and explore my life while I walk through life with strive. But I'm here for all to show, even those left behind can't glow.
I think somebody's house is on fire. Canada Post.
There you go.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Ooh, yummy, yummy food. Cheese pretzels. Ramen. Ramen. Oh. Wow, American food. Nice. Oh, I've always wondered what American craft dinner was like. You guys call it Kraft macaroni and cheese, though. Well, I guess there's dinner on there, Kraft dinner. I might try that later. Captain Crunch, sweet. What's this, kitty cat? What's this? What are you doing? Look at this, kitty. Ooh, you're gonna like this one. Look at that. What is that? Eh? What is it? Oh. What's that? That's for you, kitty. Yeah. That's for you. Yes. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. Oh, what's this? Pizza? Nice. Makes it 12-inch pizza? Sweet. I think I know what I'm doing tonight. Ramen. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Tuna. I've never seen tuna packaged like this before. That's interesting. How you doing, kitty? What's this? Sean White. Oh, yay! Snap into a Slim Jim. Sweet. What is this? Hey, kitty. What are you doing? Yeah, this right here.
I'm Captain Reynolds. First mate Zoe. This is Jane.
Very nice. I am Mishka.
That's very nice. See a little note with it here. It says,
We got word you might have a job for us.
Yes.
"This is a Cherokee maiden of friendship. It was made by my family to give strength and love to whoever owns her. My uncle entrusted her to my care for or until I wanted to give or entrust her to a friend or family, whom I feel could use her help. Keep her well, and as long as you need or want her, if you have someone else that may need her more than you, pass her along with love. Enjoy, love and strength to you, James, my friend. Well, Donna." Well, Donna, thank you very much. That was really, really nice of you. I love stuff like this too.
My reputation is not from gossip. You see this man?
That's awesome.
He does not do
Now I
his
just gotta figure out where to put it.
job. Show you what I do with
Oh,
him.
I think it's gonna go perfect right up there. There you go, Donna. Thank you very much. Now the lady of friendship and love. Or what is it? The maiden of friendship will be looking over me while I attempt to correct everything in my fucking life. But thank you very much, Donna. That was greatly appreciated. You really didn't have to do that. It's been a really long time since I've got a package, and it's feels nice to be able to open something for once. So thank you very much, Donna. That was really kind of you. It's definitely going to go a long way into helping me get through the next couple weeks. Because like I mentioned in yesterday's video, I just realized that it was the end of the month and my bank fees and all that, so I'm not broke and everything. So it was really kind of you to do that. Well, it seems after going through some things here, I forgot I had $10 worth of quarters over there because I was going to do my laundry a few days ago, but I just never really got around to it. I'm kind of trying to get by without it as long as possible, but there was a couple of things that I forgot to buy or to stock up on. So now I have to decide between three things. Either I do my laundry, I go buy toilet paper, or I buy kitty litter. I can only do one thing. So now I have to decide which of those three things is more important. My laundry, kitty litter, or toilet paper. And now, as for the landlord, I've kind of decided to just not do anything for the time being. Because there's a 30-day notice that I can get, so if I can put it off for as long as I can, then that'll give me extra time to get things done. So I've decided that the best course of action is no action at all. In the past, I've been generally up forward and upfront with the landlord about everything. Generally, I would have messaged her a week ago, but I'm just trying to make this last as long as possible, give myself as much time as I can to get what I need. Going over the timetable, and if I start, if he decides to keep me, then I will have started tomorrow, and then it will be 2 to 3 weeks before I get paid. And that first paycheck is not guaranteed to be a first paycheck. Most of the time it's only for a week. And that will be probably less than half of what I need for my rent. And then the second paycheck will either be at the end of the month or the beginning of next month, which means that I'm fucked. Straight and simple. No matter what I do, I can't pay my rent for next month, and I won't be able to pay my rent for the following month. So, James is fucked. Fucked. Absolutely fucked. So unless I get some sort of miracle coming through here, James is fucked. That's very odd. Yeah, we just wanted to go check my mail. I'm still waiting on that fucking cooling thing for my laptop. This is interesting. I got a letter from Donna, same lady who sent me the parcel, but the letter got here a day after the parcel, which I don't understand. That seems really weird to me because I guess she sent them at the same time, but the letter got here a day later, so that was really weird. So let's see what she's got in here. Oh, how about that? She sent me a $20 Visa card. So that's awesome, Donna. Thank you very much. I guess that takes care of the whole having to choose between the three things. Now I can go get all three of them. Yay! Okay, I'm listening to the news like I always do around this time of the day. And they just said a news story that I have to get off my chest before I forget about it. In Bahrain, next to Saudi Arabia, In Bahrain, they've been protesting the government there since February for quite a long time. And in this time, 30 people have been murdered by the government supporters. And some of these people have been burned alive in the crowds by these people. And, you know, you think with the whole democratic movement going on around the world and everything like that, United States government, who was there for Egypt and stuff like that, would actually step in and say, you know, you're mistreating your citizens, you're murdering them and shit like that. No. They didn't do any of that. What they actually did instead was send the government of Bahrain, who's fighting these protesters, $35 million worth of weapons. $35 million worth of weapons to fight the democratic protesters who want a fair and balanced government. Now, some people will ask, well, why would the American government do something like that? Why would they give weapons to a government that's fighting its people? Well, here's the reason. Because Bahrain borders Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia, next to Israel, is the United States' biggest ally. Now, this is a perfect example of how the government of America is willing to serve its own self-interest over the democratic views and opinions of the rest of the world. They don't care that people want a fair and balanced government. They don't care that the government's murdering its citizens. All they care about is supporting a Saudi Arabia ally for their own self-interest, so that they make sure that they don't piss off Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia is backing Bahrain. There's $35 million worth of weapons. Oil? Who said anything about oil? Bitch, you smoking? And another story I just heard. Bank of America. Now you guys remember I've had issues with banks. And I have issues with corporations and overcharging its customers and shit like that. You know, corporatized industries and shit like that, and how they screw us all over for our money and everything. And I explained a few days ago how, you know, these people make their money. You know, banks make their money by charging the poor people and shit like that. And the higher up you have, the more money you have, the less fees you have to pay. Well, Bank of America just implemented a new fee for you guys. Basically what it is that if you use your debit card in the bank at BMA debit machines and inside the bank and stuff like that, then you'll have your regular service fees. Now on top of that, if you want to use your card to actually purchase stuff, you now have to pay the Bank of America a $5 monthly fee for that. So if you have lots of money, you know, don't worry, you don't have to pay us anything. But if you're poor and you have little to no money and you have to use your debit card because you can't afford to have cash on you all the time, we're going to charge you for that. You think you're going to get away with not paying us? Fuck you, pay me. And this all goes back to the whole regulation and you know, all this other stuff, and everybody's, you know, the whole reason that politicians don't want to raise taxes on corporations is because they say they're going to filter it out onto the customers and shit like that, which they shouldn't do at all. That's morally incorrect for anybody to do. But this is a perfect example of it. They increased regulations on the banks when they implemented the whole fucking all that money they gave away to the banks, the $700 billion. They basically just took those regulations and are now increasing their fees for the customers to make up for the regulations and the money they lost. You can't lose in this system. I mean, if you don't regulate them, they're gonna fucking charge everybody up the ass and continuously making an unseen amount of profits, or they're gonna regulate them and increase the charges to make the same amount of profits anyway. So it doesn't matter which way you go, we're gonna get fucked and screwed either way. Like, it's just I'm getting tired of hearing this shit, and I know a lot of people don't follow the news and don't want to care about it and shit like that because it upsets them, or they just don't like it, or they don't give a shit. Well, now's the time to give a shit. Forget about the whole United States North American depression or recession or whatever the fuck you want to call it. The way things are going right now, everything's going on a fucking slope down. and it's happening on a day-to-day basis. Now, during the last recession that we're still trying to get out of, everything happened gradually over a couple years and shit like that. But now it's happening on a fucking day-to-day, monthly basis, and the prospectors right now are saying that it's no longer going to be a fucking specific recession on individual societies. It's going to be worldwide, because once these banks, which are now bigger than they were before, remember they were too big to fail before, but now they're even bigger than they were then, and they haven't been regulated enough, and they're still doing the same fucking dividends tradings and shit like that, and they're still breaking all the laws and still ripping off everybody that they can and walking away with quarterly profits of billions of dollars. And they're still doing the same shit, and they're gonna fail and make it a million times worse than it was before. I mean, Goldman Sachs alone has enough business around the world that if it fails, the whole banking industry around the world fails. That's how integrated they are into the system. Rather, it's going to be the rich versus the poor. And unfortunately, there's only 400 rich people, and there's about how many million poor people? So it's all about numbers, folks. Who do you think's going to win? How you doing, kitty cat? Hey? Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Well guys, I'll end it there for tonight. I'm gonna get a decent sleep tonight, hopefully, and get up nice and early for that working interview tomorrow. And I want to thank Donna again for her lovely parcel and card. I was really appreciative of you. I really appreciate that you did that. And it was very kind of you. That'll be it for me for today. Wish me luck, and that hopefully I can get at this job tomorrow. So stay strong, stay wise, folks. Peace.